Okay. Now, having to wait, I could read a little bit. Amos. Interesting. I'll get to this later, maybe, unless there's something interesting here right now. What you're humming about? What am I reading? This, well, I'm not really reading right now. I'm just kind of scanning a few pages because I opened my Bible and Amos 7, 8, and 9 opened up, which is, I don't know, I think I've read a little bit of Amos before, but not so much. Currently mostly reading Isaiah and John. Almost done with John, finally. Well, I say almost, but I'm at chapter 11. So, where are you reading the Bible? You read often? You do fun things in the books? Read the Bible a lot? I'm not gonna lie, the Bible is pretty much one of the only books I read. I have another book on my desk that I might have been reading for 4 years. I say might have been reading, but I mean, I've consistently read the book twice, and I've not finished it yet. I've got like, I don't know how many pages left of this book. Just a bit less than a quarter, I guess. All right. Maybe not. No, that's index. Afterward. 40 more pages. So, first book of the First Testament, that's what you're reading? Matthew. You're reading Matthew. That's pretty cool. It's probably got a different name in Romanian, doesn't it? That's cool as well. Different language, different tales. Kind of, a little. Not really. Basically been through the whole book, but I haven't read everything. Ah, okay. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. So have you also read like the prophets and the history books? Or, okay, not all of them, you just said, but like most of the context at least? Because I'm going to be honest, I also only, well, okay. My history with reading the Bible is crazy because I started, like when I started reading it for myself, I started in Proverbs and then I went over to Revelations. And then I think, I don't remember what I read after that. Oh, Acts. And then I started reading Torah, which is just Genesis, Leviticus, those things. And since then, I've been doing everything in chronological order. And I'm almost done, which is pretty cool. I say almost done, but I still have Ezekiel, Jeremiah, the small prophets, and John. So, if you're gonna read everything, you got a lot to read. But look, luckily, there's more than enough to find. Have you found a lot of cool things yet? Any references and things that you could actually see while reading it? Because I've been reading in Isaiah, like I could actually see a lot of things. Propose we need to read first, and then we finish it. We read Old Testament. It is wise to do that as a Christian because the Old Testament is mostly context and there is quite a lot of like, there's good stories and history in the Old Testament, but most of the like Way to Live as a Christian is written by Paul to the different churches in the different cities and states. So yes, for Christians it is wise and to read the New Testament first. But also, I knew most of the New Testament already when I started reading. So just grab the fun things first and then everything else. But I'm also not gonna lie, I have been reading Old Testament and New Testament at the same time, which actually really helps to get like context in for the different um like the different pieces. You can actually see how it all like fits together because then you got fresh in your mind something like Isaiah while reading the crucifixion, or uh, maybe something like Exodus or Leviticus while reading Romans. A very cool book, a very cool, intertwined, yet somehow disconnected a little bit. Well, disconnected as in the people didn't know each other and could not write these things together, which is crazy. So many writers so far apart, and yet it's all so very closely knit. And it's actually so closely knit that the people where it came from says it's too close knit, and it's not trustworthy because of that, which is weird. But people will believe what they want to believe, which is kind of sad. Also, are you interested in ever reading like some of the other books surrounding this? Because the Bible is, okay, it is the most trustworthy of most of the books, but we do also have like Talmud and Quran, which I mean are not good books. I'm not gonna say like either of them are, like Quran, Surah, Talmud are all quite interesting, but not really things you want to live by. So glad for you that you're enjoying your time reading. Thank you. Do you not enjoy reading? Dang. Talmud has some interesting books in there where you can actually read about what the Jews think might happen later. These layers. Hold on. Could we add another layer? I might be able to add another layer. Yo. Is that read a book? Oh. Can't enjoy reading. Oh, yeah, okay, that's also very fair. I'm not really the biggest book nerd either. Like, as I said, it's mostly Bible and then this other book that I started reading in 2023 or something. So very, very fair. Peptides. jingles. So now I'm gonna place one more little layer of stone and things. A lot of other sources memorized. Now that's very fair. I'm not saying it's necessary to get all your info out of the Bible, or even that it's necessary to read other things. It's just cool to see what other sources can help you understand as well. I mean, podcasts are also technically other sources of information, you know? Although I wouldn't say that they're the worst source of information if you get the right people that actually know what they're talking about. Alright, Papa Sunday. This guy. Hello, good sir? Boom, he did. Okay. Do a few more layers here. And then just a little something like that. Boom. Never from church or religion class. Exactly. I'm gonna be honest, I have never really learned a whole lot in church about the Bible, which is actually kind of crazy. Although maybe it could also be that I was not listening very well. But it is what it is, I guess. Now, there's a lot of Bible studies that I'm going to, so that helps to find new things. Maybe some reels. There we go. Reels are also, yeah, the internet's... Hey. Use whatever resources you get is what I'm a fan of. Because if you only got reels, then I guess you're gonna have to make do with reels, right? Even if it's not the best method, it's the only method that you have, so may as well.